Well, let's hear what Ben Shapiro has to say about woke companies. Woke. That's their new buzzword. Woke. Everything's fucking woke.
I am the most free market person on the right. I'm an
obviously not
free market person. I don't believe that generally the government should crack down on the operations of businesses. I think more freedom for businesses are good. I think that lower taxes for business are good for the economy of Florida.
But he's getting ready to hit you with a but. He's got a caveat. But what Ron DeSantis did in Florida makes me violate all my principles that I get up here and say to you every fucking day, because I actually have no principles, no ethics, or anything I believe in. It is whatever maintains the status quo, keeps the Republicans in power. That is what I shill for, Ben Shapiro.
For the economy of the United States.
Kitty.
However,
See?
corporations
See?
have to stand up for their own free market bona fides. And they have to not become tools of the people who wish to destroy freedom in this country on behalf of leftist groupthink. If you decide to just become a woke corporation that...
What he just said was, I want corporations to have free speech as long as they agree with me. But once they start spouting off liberal nonsense, we want to punish corporations. He literally just said that, and people fall for his nonsense.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
does the bidding of your Democratic taskmasters, don't be surprised when you get clocked with a legislative 2x4. F around and find out. F around and
wow.
Disney decided that it was going to inject itself into social politics in the state of Florida. It decided that it was going to try to use its massive corporate power in the state of Florida. It employs tens of thousands of people here. It is going to try to use that power in order to cudgel the state government of Florida to do the bidding of executives in New York and Burbank, California. And instead, what it is finding out right now is that the people of Florida are not up for it.
Fuck off. Yeah, apparently it's been a woke world after all. This is something I saw Benny Johnson share out.
Boys and girls, welcome to It's a Woke World.
Wow. In cooperation with the Chinese Communist Party. Reimagine tomorrow. You can see Camp Re-Education on your left. I'm not understanding the park entrance over here has everybody. Indigenous person gets in for $209. Person of color gets in for $209. I was looking for like a white person was getting charged like $10,000 or some shit. We've got the Oppression Hall of Fame over here. Kaepernick, LeBron James, fuck. God, are they still harping on what fucking, what was her name? She was so badass. That runner from the Olympics. Coming up like, oh, we got Obama in the Oval Office. He just had his feet up on the desk. I don't know what that was about.
Must be the author and finish it.
It's a world of power, a world of fears, and we work on this.
Now we're seeing a factory putting together Mickey Mouse toys. There is a point to be had there.
It's a world.
You want to go back to the beginning? We can. Because there's so much that I'm not piecing together here.
It's a Woke World.
Somebody put a lot of fucking time into this. The Wokeness Crusade, word salad, something.
It's a world of privilege and votes that are grim. Welcome to Disney's Re-Education.
All whites are racist. No, see, it says racist whites, $209. It didn't charge them any extra to get in the park. They just gotta point out that you're a racist white person when you go in. I forget her name, the runner. She was so awesome. That's who that is. I don't know who Is that Joy Reid on NBC? I feel like that's that one MSNBC contributor, and that's like Joy Reid on NBC, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, we live in a crazy world where somebody like Marjorie Taylor Greene is a elected representative, and people like get their news from Alex Jones and believe that's a fucking crazy world to me. People listen to Joe Rogan and think they're informed. It's fucking insane.
If destruction be our lot, we ourselves must be the authors and finishers.
It's a world of power, a world of fears, and we work long days to make souvenirs. All the millions of thought and the weakers.
But that wait, don't they want us to work all day to make souvenirs? Isn't that the right? They want us to slave away and be their menial wage slaves. That's literally what they want.
Millions of thought and the weakers aside. It's a woke world of
You see the Uyghur labor camp in the background. As if they give a shit. As if they give a shit about a Muslim population unless they can use it to bash wokeism or whatever the fuck.
woke world after all. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke world after all. It's a woke world.
I don't know what they were making fun of with Mulan there.
You once lived free as a capitalist pig on the bourgeoisie. We could eat
There were Black Lives Matter posters on Snow White's castle.
on the bourgeoisie. We could eat to work out and look
Cinderella's castle, whatever the fuck it is.
just get past the
Got little Mexican kids jumping over a wall. God damn. Oh, now we're going through a burned down city because Antifa burnt down the city.
It's a woke world.
We're seeing the Black Lives Matter murals. People with Molotovs. None of those signs seem offensive to me.
Call them all a bunch of communists.
And so then fucking Walt Disney statue falls down at the end. That's weird. Now are we actually hearing from Walt Disney?
Call them all a bunch of communists, and I believe they are.
One of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. This is the meme from Politzoid. That's the meme makers.
Well, sir, you're an idiot and you are easily amused.
Pseudonym. And a lot of these meme makers, and clearly this one is professionally made, one of the best things you'll ever see on the internet. A lot of these meme makers use pseudonyms because they have to, they work in these professions, and so they have to remain anonymous. Anyway, huge shout out to you, man. Disney has gone utterly woke. Disney, which their entire...
It is the opposite. It is the opposite. I portray myself as right wing to my clients.
For small children, Disney has gone woke and is siding against children and against the safety of children and going fully political with the Parents Protection Act, coming out against the Parents Protection Act inside of the state of Florida and bowing and bending the knee to the woke mob. So what would woke Disney look like? You see it right here in this incredible video. Not a good world. You don't want to live in this world. It's a woke world. It's time to change that.
So the bill that they were actually opposing was the Don't Say Gay bill. Right? That's opposing that bill is what got Disney stripped of their status in Florida. And this is part of the right-wing campaign to paint everybody on the left as a groomer, as grooming children. I've been called it so many times on Twitter in the last 2 weeks, it's not even fucking funny. Apparently, there was a Republican in Michigan that decided to say some shit about one of their political opponents. Yeah, let's go, Brandon. You know, you can't just throw around the word groomer. You can't throw that around. You guys are going to learn the fucking hard way. I've already got like 5 people banned from fucking Twitter for calling me that. The cool thing about me is like I've never been around children any time in my life. I fucking hate children. Fuck kids. No, don't fuck kids. Not literally, just figuratively. Don't fuck kids. That'd be bad. Don't fuck kids. There's a Michigan state senator who was slandered by a Republican. And she took to the floor of the Michigan State Senate to voice her displeasure with the bullshit coming from the right wing right now. And I applaud this woman.
I didn't expect to wake up yesterday to the news that the senator from the 22nd district had overnight accused me by name of grooming and sexualizing children in an email fundraising for herself. So I sat on it for a while wondering why me. And then I realized, because I am the biggest threat to your hollow, hateful scheme. Because you can't claim that you are targeting marginalized kids in the name of, quote, parental rights if another parent is standing up to say no. So then what? Then you dehumanize and marginalize me. You say that I'm one of them. You say she's a groomer. She supports pedophilia. She wants children to believe that they were responsible for slavery and to feel bad about themselves because they're white. Well, here's a little bit of background about who I really am. Growing up, my family was very active in our church. I sang in the choir. My mom taught CCD. One day, our priest called a meeting with my mom and told her that she was not living up to the church's expectations and that she was disappointing. My mom asked why. Among other reasons, she was told it was because she was divorced and because the priest didn't see her at Mass every Sunday. So where was my mom on Sundays? She was at the soup kitchen with me. My mom taught me at a very young age that Christianity and faith was about being part of a community, about recognizing our privilege and blessings and doing what we can to be of service to others, especially people who are marginalized, targeted, and who had less, often unfairly. I learned that service was far more important than performative nonsense like being seen in the same pew every Sunday or writing Christian in your Twitter bio and using that as a shield to target and marginalize already marginalized people. I also stand on the shoulders of people like Father Ted Hesburgh, the longtime president of the University of Notre Dame, who was active in the civil rights movement, who recognized his power and privilege as a white man, a faith leader, and the head of an influential and well-respected institution, and who saw black people in this country being targeted and discriminated against and beaten, and reached out to lock arms with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. when he was alive, when it was unpopular and risky, and marching alongside them to say, "We've got you," to offer protection and service and allyship to try to right the wrongs and fix injustice in the world. So who am I? I am a straight, white, Christian, married, suburban mom who knows that the very notion that learning about slavery or redlining or systemic racism somehow means that children are being taught to feel bad or hate themselves because they are white is absolute nonsense.
Nonsense.
No child alive today is responsible for slavery. No one in this room is responsible for slavery. But each and every single one of us bears responsibility for writing the next chapter of history. Each and every single one of us decides what happens next and how we respond to history and the world around us. We are not responsible for the past. We also cannot change the past. We can't pretend that it didn't happen.
We are responsible for the benefits that we receive from the structures of the past. My great-grandfather was getting land given to him by the federal government while black people were still in bondage, and that has an effect on society today. We have to be aware of that. We can't just let that go.
Or deny people their very right to exist. I am a straight, white, Christian, married, suburban mom. I want my daughter to know that she is loved, supported, and seen for whoever she becomes. I want her to be curious, empathetic, and kind. People who are different are not the reason that our roads are in bad shape after decades of disinvestment, or that healthcare costs are too high, or that teachers are leaving the profession. I want
Goddamn
every
right.
child in this state to feel seen, heard, and supported, not marginalized and targeted because they are not straight, white, and Christian. We cannot let hateful people tell you otherwise, to scapegoat and deflect from the fact that they are not doing anything to fix the real issues that impact people's lives. And I know that hate will only win if people like me stand by and let it happen. So I want to be very clear right now. Call me whatever you want. I hope you brought in a few dollars. I hope it made you sleep good last night. I know who I am. I know what faith and service means and what it calls for in this moment. We will not let hate win.
Is Democratic Senator from Michigan, Mallory McMorrow. Good on you, Senator Morrow. You're amazing. I hope we hear more from you.